Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are talking about building confidence for your fearful dog with enrichment. And the tips I'll give you today are specific items to try as you're trying to identify what really lights your dog up, things to offer them and see how can we get them to really enjoy enrichment. My name is Kelly. If you don't know me already, I own Dogkind and I specialize in building confidence for very fearful dogs. So, the first thing we need to do if we want to get our dogs interested in enrichment and then use enrichment to build their confidence is find something they actually like, they actually care about. So, how to find something my dog is interested in. This can be especially challenging with really sensitive and shy dogs. They don't seem all that excited about anything. The big picture instruction, which is sort of easier said than done, is try things out and see what happens. Let your dog tell you what they like. But as usual, this is too broad. It's too vague to help us. We need to know what to try. So that's what we're going to cover right now. Our dogs really see the world a lot through their noses. Unlike us, they're much more sensitive to scents. And so today I'm going to encourage you to try out some items in enrichment activities, offer some things to your dog that are smelly, that'll be interesting to your dog's nose. The first group of suggestions I have for you are smelly foods. And things that have worked well for me and my students include like microwaved hot dog bits. I say microwaved because a lot of these foods, if you heat them up a little, they're much smellier, and that can get your dog more interested. So little bits of hot dog, freshly microwaved. Also sausages, like the pre-prepared breakfast sausages that are in the freezer section. I've had good luck with those as well. They're really smelly when you heat them up. Again, tiny pieces. These are really fatty. You don't want to make your dog sick. Wet cat food, very smelly, very popular with a lot of dogs. So that's another thing you can try offering your dog to see if it'll pique their interest. There are also quite a few smelly cheeses you can give it a try. I used to use Parmesan quite a bit with Pancake, and he really liked that. It's not the smelliest cheese, but it's reasonably smelly, and you can cut really teeny cubes because it's a harder cheese. Blue cheese is another one that has a pretty strong odor to it. Now, how to offer it to your dog? You're saying, okay, well, there's a list of foods, but like, what do I do with it? Do I put it in a toy, or how do I keep it from making a mess in the house? And what I would suggest, sorry about that. What I would suggest as you're getting started is don't put any of these things in a complicated food toy to start. Just make it easy. Offer it to your dog on something like a plate or a coaster. Here is little Randy. Some of you may have seen this video before. And he's just eating some food from a plate. And this will give you a good idea of what your dog might be interested in trying without complicating it by having it sort of hard to get to. In the beginning, we're just trying to see what gets my dog's attention. All right, so that's food. Now, let's talk about other smelly stuff. The second group of items I want to suggest you give a try to are outdoor scents. This time of year, there are a lot of fallen leaves outside, and bringing in some of those leaves for your dog can be really enriching, and you can see if they have any interest in that. Mulch can be another good one if you have a garden or, flower beds that are mulched. Twigs and branches can be another good one to include. Also grass clippings. A lot of these things won't smell very strongly to us, but they'll still carry a lot of interesting scents for our dogs. And now again, you have that same question of what should I do with this stuff? Just put it on the floor? Like, how do I offer it to my dog? Won't it make a mess? And it certainly can make a mess. But here's an example from Turnip's mom. That's Turnip in the crate there. Some of you may have seen her in previous videos as well. And this was before Turnip was brave enough to go out on walks, and her mom would bring in outdoor scents into the house to provide enrichment. And here you can see in the foreground, it's just a box with grass clippings and leaves and some other things in it. So that's one way you can offer some of these outdoor scents to your dog and see, are they interested in it? All right, so I said earlier that you should try some stuff out and observe your dog, but what is it that you're looking for? We want to see some signs of interest from our dogs, like they actually are interested in the things we're providing, but you don't need anything really extreme. Like you don't need to see your dog running up to something and spending an hour obsessing over it. We're really looking for just about any kind of interaction to start. Probably that will look like an approach, might not even be a full approach, might be a partial approach, air scenting, approaching fully and sniffing the item, pawing at it, especially with the things from outdoors. Sometimes you'll see the dog pawing or digging at it. And if it's a treat, it'd be great if we can see them eat the treat as well. So look for any kind of interaction to tell you, okay, my dog is showing some interest in this item. So in summary, today what I'd like you to try is think about what smelly items you can offer your dog and just put them out in a fairly straightforward way. Don't make it hard for them to get to them. And then watch your dog and see what they tell you. What are they interested in? Once you have that, we can start to incorporate some of those items into slightly more involved enrichment activities. Now, day after tomorrow, Thursday, I will be back with a case study example of little Sky here and how her mom, through observation, discovered one of an activity she sort of self-selected that she found enriching. And actually it has nothing to do with food or other smelly stuff, so it might be a good one to jump in on if you can on Thursday morning. If you enjoyed this and want to learn more about how to get your dog interested in enrichment and maybe what to do with those smelly items that your dog does show interest in, grab this free guide, Your Fearful Dog's First Enrichment Game, at dogkindtraining.com/fun. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And again, I'll see you Thursday with a case study of very fearful dog showing interest in an enrichment activity and how you can get the same with your dog.